I have met many people who have been from irritated to disturbed to frustrated to anger and even revengeful, and lot of them have identified and removed or overcome the anger. So there are 5 basic tips. The first one is basically delay reacting immediately by just taking a few deep breaths, maybe 15 to 20 deep breaths. You do this a few times and then cool down, and don't react that time. Take it, do it, okay? We can delay it for some time. The second one is to identify when we get angry. Like, we are all programmed machines, and someone pushes the button, our fuse blasts. For example, you're driving a car and an auto person comes in between and you start blasting. You're driving a car again, some person walks and you start blasting. This is simple a pre-programmed machine which is reacting. So once you know that these are the places where I get angry, when your spouse comes in front of you, or your mother-in-law comes in front of you, or your boss comes in front of you, you start reacting inside. So what to do? First, identify it and simply write it. Whenever I am with my boss or spouse or colleague or whoever disturbs you, I am calm and relaxed. Whenever the auto wala comes in front of me, I am calm and relaxed. So you identify and make a statement. Whenever this happens, I am calm and relaxed. By you identifying it, reading it every day, your brain gets a signal that this is the time where you need to be more aware, more alertful, top red alert. So when that incident happens and you have read it, you will be alertful, and then you can apply the step 1, delay it. Now the third step is how long to delay. Delay it for at least 3 days, 72 hours. If someone has told you something, you feel like reacting and blasting that person, write it down. Surely write down all your blast. You can even give your slang language, galis, whatever you want in a email or an SMS. But important thing is, don't send it. You expressing it, writing it down, perfectly okay. But we need not send it. Reread that email of yours which you have written and put in a draft. After 3 days, your whole perception and attitude will be changing. Sometimes it may happen, you may use the 4th step, not necessary, but you may use it if too much energy is there and too much you want to blast. Then you simply go, rush to the washroom, blast it out to the mirror, tell whatever galis and bad words and slang language, you just blast it out loudly in a room or in a toilet, in a private space where you can throw out and let go of all these emotions. You may even take a pillow and hit the pillow if it is too much. So these are all bodily expressions of removing or overcoming anger temporarily. It's a temporary phenomena, but it will cool you down, and then you can do the other step 1, 2 and 3. The 5th one, the most important one, like let's say you could not hold your anger and you have just blasted it out. It may happen. So the autopilot button has been pressed and the fuse has gone off and you have blasted. Immediately, the most important thing, from that moment onwards, go on a water fast for 24 hours. This is a self-implicated discipline which we need to follow. Go on the fast. I myself have done it, not because of anger, just like that, a 24-hour fast. How will this help the anger? I will explain. Right now, 95% of ourselves are being programmed. So when someone pins you, our fuse goes. The brain does not have the mastery over the body. The body has become the mind, which is just reacting. Now when we have the water fast, the body, it's not a comfortable feeling, especially for most of the people who have not done the water fast. There is not a comfortable feeling to the body. So when you undergo the water fast, then the body gives a signal at the time of reaction, it's going to react. It will give you two signals. Do you want a water fast, and which is not so comfortable, or do you want to be eating a normal thing and being calm and relaxed? What do you want? It gives the brain the signal. Naturally, the brain chooses that I prefer not to starve my body and just take it cool and postpone that particular reaction. So this is as far as the science goes. And if you're a very angry person, you may do it 4 or 5 or 6 times in a month also. But believe me, people with anger of 20 years or 30 years have resolved it in just 1 month. All I want to say is, in our anger workshop, we give you these tips. Of course, we go into much more detail, but apply it right now, get the benefit, do write to us. Thank you very much.